We're out here today, and it is a beautiful day to shoot firearms, right, Jeff?
Oh boy, it is.
Yeah, it is. So with us today, we got a American classic gun, the Ruger 44 Magnum. Stay tuned. I'm Riveroo Bay, and welcome to my gun kingdom. Welcome back, Jeff.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks for being here with us today.
Good to see you.
I know all the viewers out there, they appreciate you here and doing the videos with me and everything. And today we have an American classic firearm with us today. These Ruger 44 Magnums can take a lot of abuse. They're built like a tank. This was actually my very first handgun. Back in 1975, my dad went into the gun shop with me, and we bought this for me to hunt deer with. And he thought since that it would be lighter to carry in the woods, and we hunted in real thick cover for deer.
Right.
So it was perfect for me. He said that I could take the close-up shots if we had some deer that were close to us. So you're looking at maybe 25 yards, no more than 50 yards max with a handgun like this. It does have a 7.5-inch barrel on it. They do make one with a 10.5-inch barrel. But anyway, these guns have taken a lot of abuse over the years. In 1959, they started making these Super Blackhawks, and the way you can tell if yours was made prior to 1973, like this is a 1975, the way you can tell is by this. They have screws in the 1959 models. In 1973, they replaced the screws with pins. Okay, and the reason they did that was to make the gun a little more sturdier. The screws in the 1959 models, they got loose.
Right.
From the abuse that these guns would take. Now, so they had made it, and also they lowered the hammer spur also, and they made it a little bit wider on top so you could get to it a lot easier. So, and then they did some improvements with the rear sight too. So they've done a lot with this since 1959. But prior to that, they didn't have a gun that had a frame. The smaller Blackhawk couldn't handle the 44 Magnum. So they decided to build a Super Blackhawk, the frame that could handle it. So 1959 was the first one, and then they started improving them in 1973. But we have a 1975 here model of the Ruger.
River, is this single action?
Yeah, this is single action, yes. Glad you mentioned that. And it does have a transfer bar, so you can carry 6 in the cylinder, okay? So it's safe to carry that way. Now, when I hunted deer with it, I had no more than 3 in there. Because, what's the point of having 6
right.
when you're hunting deer, right? But when you're target shooting, it's kind of nice to be able to load 6. And that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to target shoot with this, and we might have to adjust the sight. But we have a target set up here with the GoPro and everything for everybody, and we'll be able to show you the groups. Now, I did do a video earlier on my channel with the 44 Magnum, but I ran out of ammo early. So today we're picking up, we got some more shells with us, and I got 20 with us. So Jeff and I are going to shoot this for you today. And if we have to sight it in, then we'll do so too. We can adjust it. Now, the way you adjust the elevation on these is clockwise, is tightening it. So anytime you tighten it down, the impact of the bullet on the target is going to go down. When you loosen it up, the set screw on top, when you loosen that screw up on top counterclockwise, that makes the impact of the bullet go up on the target.
Yeah, is there a spring under this?
Yeah, it's a small one. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today. And do you have any thing you'd like to add about the Ruger 44 Magnum?
No, just looking at it, the model, I had a 357 Ruger with the same Blackhawk model that I really enjoyed. And I got it for the same reason that you did, was to
Hunt deer?
hunt deer.
Yeah.
I never shot one with it. I missed a couple.
Did you?
Yeah, never shot one with it. But this just reminded me, when you got it out and put it up, I said, wow, it looks so much like my 357.
It weighs a little over 3 pounds.
Yeah.
And from 1959 to 1973, in 1973 they made this the handle a little bit longer, so it's 3/16 longer than the original 1959 Super
Yeah,
Black
it's a
Hawk.
beautiful gun.
So that was another improvement they did with the handgun. So that way you can hold on to it a lot easier, because it does have a kick to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be shooting 240 grain today too. Thought maybe it was shooting to the left there, but now I'm not sure with that one that he shot. So the wind has picked up. I wanted to get a shot off while the wind died down. The wind is like gusting to 17. Okay, so we're shooting a little over to the left here, so let's go ahead and make that adjustment. So if we tighten it counterclockwise, we'll be taking it over to the left. So we want to go counterclockwise and bring it over to the right for the impact of the bullet. Okay, that one's a little too small. You really can't feel any clicks. And then it's shooting a little low, so we're going to go up. So loosening up will make the impact go up. Now I should feel clicks on this one, and I do. So let's go ahead and give it a try here. Okay, I'll shoot a couple offhand now. Okay, I got one right here. These were already here. I think these are new down here. It's still shooting low. So I would like to put it on the sandbag again and see if I can raise it up at least. I'm not sure, I might have gone too far, and I can bring it back over to the left too. So let's shoot the last two that way. Also going to raise it up again too. Okay, so let's go ahead and load the 44 Magnum here. Now when I'm target shooting, I like to load 6. But we have 5 left here, so all right. We made our adjustments, so let's try this again. I think they were shooting low again. Well, the wind has picked up tremendously, hasn't it? And
that's more.
Jeff was actually going to stay here and shoot his Ruger 1022 today, but he's changed his mind now. But I'm not too sure at 20 yards if it had any effect on a 44 Magnum, though. We were having like winds around 11 mile an hour sustained, and then we picked up to 17 mile an hour gusts. So, but anyway, as you can see, the Ruger 44 Magnum Super Blackhawk is shooting a little bit low. I did get one in the bullseye here, but it was still over to the left. The majority of these were over to the left, and then I compensated, or I changed the sights on it, and it went too far over to the right, and then I moved it back over to the left. So, you know, it's going to take some time to zero this in, and you don't want to be in too big a hurry to rush. We went through a box of 20, didn't we, Jeff?
Right, yeah. That's
so
enough for today.
Yeah, how did you feel about shooting the 44 Magnum?
You know, it's a wonderful gun. It has a little too much kick for me.
Okay.
You know, I'm getting to be an older guy, so
All right.
just a little bit too much. And it would have helped if I wore gloves. You were right. I should have put a glove on.
Yeah, I was mentioning to Jeff earlier, if he shoots my Colt Walker 44, that he'll have to wear gloves, right, when you shoot that gun for sure. But anyway, I enjoyed shooting the Ruger 44 Magnum today, the Super Blackhawk, and I hope everybody out there enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, and leave them down there in the comments for us. But I appreciate you watching today. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe too.
Yeah,
subscribe, and it helps us out. Everything you can do, and share it with your friends and family. But appreciate you watching today, right, Jeff?
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Okay. Good job.
All right.
Short and sweet.
Short, sweet.